Gives you wings. When are you going to get a... Don't you get a crash with it?
Yeah, that's why once you have your first, it's like a train. It's like every hour and a half, every 2 hours, you just have to have another one. So you gotta time it well.
All right. Well, speaking about a train, we have 4 guys here from Winterfox inside Palace getting ready to move out. It is going to be on Mirage now. Composed of Winterfox is Imagine, Zusi, Dexter, Opnu, and APOC. And for the Neat Receipt, we have Crucial, Asilian, Buzza, Arya, and Davey with already 2 falling down from both sides, trying to take control of this A side. They dropped the bomb carrier as well. And now it's going to be Crucial and Asilian trying to move up. Arya's going to hear one rotate back from the mid side as well, so basically it's a 2 versus 1 towards this A side. They're going to try to hunt down against Imagine, who looks for some cover. Safely inside the CT spawn. Repeat, surprise, 2 guys coming out here from the ticket booth. He's going to try to connect the first one, missing all of his shots. The Glock not as effective this time, but luckily for him, they're both reloading their weapons. He comes out, 2 headshots there. Arya's going to try to come back, and now the tides have turned. It's a 2 versus 1 for Winterfox.
What is even happening? He hasn't even been hit yet. They hadn't even hit once. Gets 4 kills, so that can't happen. But a nice win for Imagine. I mean, that's sick, that double kill he gets when they're both reloading. So somehow he just outlasts them and dodges all those bullets. But huge misplay from Splyce, especially when they go that aggressive as well. I mean, Imagine, even if he doesn't get those kills, they're about to be pinched. They're about to be sandwiched as that player coming back from mid. So, you know, huge pistol round win for Winterfox there. And even Splyce now into this round, not going for the scout, but they do have the armor, the 5.7, the P250, so they invest into the second round. And early on, they get some good damage on the APOC, but he responds very, very nicely, finds the spam onto Asilian. So, man advantage for Winterfox, and actually APOC with this AK has got to be much more passive.
Well, at this point, Davey's going to get the opener towards the kitchen. Dexter is early eliminated, and you wanted to add something.
Yeah, that's something we'll see a lot out of Davey. He's going to be aggressive on the flanks, on the extremities of this map. He likes to lurk. He likes to be that kind of aggressive. And if he's not feeling pressure, he's not afraid to push up. There's Buzza, though. Zuzi takes him down with a MAC-10. Actually, even Zuzi is lucky to get away with his life after that.
Yeah, even with 78 HP on top. Bomb on the back of APOC. They're all trying to rotate back slowly towards the A side. Molly right now, and of course, Arya out of position. He even jumps outside the window. Long range here with the 5.7. Zusi is now getting cornered from both the catwalk and mid side. He's at least able to damage Arya. Does not connect for the kill, and Davey steals that away. It's going to be a 3 versus 3. They know the conversions towards A, but a nice Molly on the other side from Imagine, preventing right now the CTs from moving up towards that staircase. And now at the bomb planet and the investment that they had for the CT side, picking up a MAC-10 on top of that. Looks like Crucial and Davey will decide to save.
Yeah, no reason to risk this armor. Just see if you can get an exit kill. Maybe, I mean, it would be so fortunate if they could grab one of these AKs off Imagine or APOC. And actually, Crucial, he's going to be able to find one right there. Nice headshot, just straight down. A little bit bummer. If that happened earlier, they might even choose to go for it. Davey's going to wrap around, and he finds another one as well. That's the second AK-47. So, I mean, another mistake out of Winterfox, and then the post plant and the retreat away from the bomb. No one is together. They don't retreat as a team. So that gives up the 2 biggest rifles, and I imagine, actually, this could be crazy, but next round, Splyce could invest again behind these 2 AKs.
So starting off with pistols, for Splyce's side, AKs and submachine guns, and the only outcome out of it for Winterfox's side is a MAC-10. Of course, a round on top of that, but that was really expensive. And here we go, we see Zusi. I mean, it's a long-range MAC-10, maybe not as easy to control long-range as you could usually see. So that was a bit tough for him, but Arya was already pushing up for him so many times. He should have landed that kill at least on the first one. But 2-0 in favor of Winterfox. They're going back for the AKs, and at this point here for Splyce, we're wondering what we're going to do with these 2 AKs. They'll just buy up the armor and kit for Davey and Crucial, but the rest of them keep the pistols and no armor upgrades.
Well, Crucial's the opera. Last round he didn't buy armor because he wants to have that op in the 4th round, so having this AK, he actually force bought the armor. It works out right now. It's 1 kill. He does get traded off, but there's Buzza and Davey with the other AK-47 off catwalk. They found a couple kills, so it is a 3-on-1 now. Imagine is the only one left, and he's in the A-bomb, so it doesn't have the bomb, unfortunately. And Davey's going to take that duel at range, and he wins it. So 3 kills for Davey, 1 for Crucial. Those AKs paying off, and that's the thing. You can't let that happen.
Yeah, conversion on mid was actually huge there for Splyce, and it paid off for them. I mean, they lost a lot of players, but at the end, they haven't lost that many in terms of guns. I mean, look at that. A pop flash that blinded the guys on the top, but that was, I think, the flash coming in from the CT side. And then because of that, they were able to come out and take control of that mid, including that bomb carrier. That was so hard for Imagine to retake.
And here's the op on the Crucial side of things. So a good win from Splyce to get him back on board early. And it's going to be all pistols. There is armor bought up. They have bought into this round. They've invested a lot, actually. So this execution, I mean, they have plenty of smokes to block off half of this, and actually the gun has been spotted. APOC can't hit the shot, and now Splyce knows there's one in mid, but here comes the execution. All of a sudden, bull rushing up the A site. Arya's out of the fight, and Buzza, he's under a lot of pressure as well.
But that doesn't even connect that much, but at least the P250s do. They have a 5-on-2 situation. They're going to try to plant here for the A ramp as well. This is huge right now. What an execution for Winterfox. Asilian Davey, the last two remaining. Well, the first one is going to fall, so that AWP that was picked up there by APOC, left behind by Crucial, is going to get denied. I'm going to see if they're going to try to go for this one here, if they could capitalize on another early kill. They clear out staircase, nobody's there, so very passive play for Winterfox for this plan. I mean, it's perfect for them for that ramp.
Yeah, but I think they already decided to save, so
Yep.
Asilian glances behind him to make sure it's clear, and they just bail out, and that cannot happen. I mean, no kills against... I mean, 3 rifles, an AWP and 2 rifles against all pistols, and they don't find a single kill. So another big mistake from Splyce. They've started this out very slow, and from what we saw in the first map, very uncharacteristic, because Overpass, they were on point with everything. Now, Asilian, he's not even going to get away with that M4, so he gets dropped right at the end. And a little bit of frustration as well. Why not?
Yeah, I mean... You really wanted to keep it. It's the last second to go before the freeze time.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he's maybe frustrated because he was like looking over at a teammate's screen or something right at the end, but he just gets clotheslined.
Because of that, it looks like they do have an AWP in the hands of Davey in this round. Early smoke here on that catwalk for APOC to take control of top mid. The rest of them trying to creep out towards this B side, and it's going to be Asilian waiting on that get right / catwalk area. He does have that rifle, so they were trying to play for the anchor to start at B early. But now at this point, it might be even a retake play.
Yeah, but Davies brought the op over towards B, so it couldn't. I mean, they couldn't be in a better position. They have the 2 rifles here to stop this. They just have to have a massive impact, and there it is. He even doubles Dexter, hits him right through the body of Zuzi, brought him down to 16 HP, and now, like we said, the second rifle is coming in, Asilian. The M4, and actually spotting that AWP, they just bail out, but there is a flank in play. APOC has spotted it out. And Arya, he's going to fall, but Buzza needs to just fall away. He needs to keep this flank alive.
Unfortunate for them, they only had pistols to work with, but he peeks back out. He drops the bomb carrier, spots another one here. They're going to try to hunt him down. It's going to be Offnu and APOC. And they're able to take that, but meanwhile, it is going to be a 3 versus 3. We do have one lurking down towards that underpass. The bomb is making his way towards A as well, but you do also have Crucial pushing Palace to get a little bit more information here. So now things are going to stay quiet before we actually have audible calls here for either Splyce or Winterfox, because everybody's just walking slowly now.
Well, these guns have to get back into the action. Davies going to need to be in a better position so he can rotate over towards A. Asilian can be there pretty quickly depending on when it's spotted. And actually, it looks like they're both going to meet up towards connector. One on catwalk, one from underpass. But as I say, that Asilian goes back towards CT spawn. This position in Palace is massive. Crucial's here with just a 5-7, but he can win this round for his team. A dink comes out onto Imagine, but he wins the duel anyways.
10 seconds left on the clock. They will plant for the connector side. After Crucial hears, he's going to try to peek out. He does get the headshot onto APOC. 2 versus 2 now. We also have Davey moving up. Gets the off shot from the A ramp. It's a 2 versus 1. Imagine now at jungle, and he only has 11 HP after being dinked earlier on by Crucial. He makes it a 1 versus 1. And Davey picks him off with the AK picked up. They come back for the defuse, and they will win this round because of that kit.
Yeah, he even drops the AWP to make sure that he can win that round with the AK-47. He goes back and picks up the op. So huge win for Davey, and I mean that's I think that op actually catches Winterfox a little bit off guard, but what a timing on that rotation from Davey. What a good read to have the op and the M4 there and to completely stop the attack of Winterfox. You combine that with the flank, and it was just a perfect read from the Splyce team. So now, I mean, they've been in this situation before. They have to just start putting rounds together. They have to take control of this match.
It's going back of what we saw in that first half of Overpass, going back and forth here with these 4 spies. Now Winterfox are going for another one here. 4 AKs, 1 Tech 9 because Dexter does not have that money after investing in the ops, but they're trying to escape quickly inside B. They drop down from Palace as well, and it's going to be Buzza with a double kill running up on that ladder, trying to stay alive, but Offnu is able to off him off.
Well, he's done his job. He's gotten those 2 kills. The bomb's not planted, so now the rest of Splyce can just play retake with a huge advantage. Crucial with the AWP. All he has to do is hold the angle. The bomb's even getting spammed down to 33 HP. And there's Arya on top of the stairs, finds his pick. Crucial finally chiming in with the AWP. And APOC, entirely blind in the middle of nowhere, is going to have very few places to go.
Okay, safe there by Crucial. And that's what I found interesting there for Winterfox at the same time. I mean, they executed inside the site. They had control of it, but they never really smoked out towards that CT spawn. That gave the advantage for Crucial to move up with that AWP. I mean, look at all these nades that they had after that.
Well, look at all the nades that disappear with just the 2 kills of Buzza. Yeah, now they're only down to 1 smoke, and it just doesn't get used.
Yep. And that could have been a crucial one for that CT to be able to take that post plant position, but we've tied things up here on this first half, 3-3 overall. And at least to get a bomb plan for Winterfox to go for a save here and then another gun round right after.
This is a lot of utility picked up. So they're going back to what they did on the, I forget what round that was. The one where they won it with all Tech 9s against rifles. So they're going right back to this, just execute onto the A bomb site. This time they don't have any armor. So the damage that comes out from Splyce is going to be much, much stronger, but Molotovs are going to force the players out of position. It's very hectic, and there's actually 2 players stuck at triple box. That's Buzza and Arya, and Buzza still hasn't gotten a kill in this attack. Finally, he gets one down. Planning in the smoke, but the bomb does get dropped, and it is just a mess. Everybody
was doing the nothing flashbang dance moving inside A, and then they all get picked off. No bomb plans here. Dexter, last man standing, trying to move up on this A ramp now with the P250. Dink there onto the area. 3 HP remaining, and Arya wins it.
A little aggressive for him to be, that's a cool shot.
Yeah. What are you looking at? What is that?
Is that the, is that like the shot?
That is a camera in a camera. Cameraception.
I was waiting for you to, I was wondering which route you were going to go.
I'm here for that. Welcome.
Good for you.
Van Silly.
Well, up still on the board for Crucial. Still no sight of it from Winterfox on the T side. Look at this. Ooh, that's a quick little jump.
Nice. And a great position. Oh, but a big flash there from Winterfox, giving a chance for them to take control at the top. But I don't think that they expect still the Opera to peek aggressively towards this cat side.
Well, another flash is going to come out, and it's not going to be as effective, but it does allow him to get an off angle onto Crucial, and he sticks around a little bit too long.
We missed that off cam, but let's talk about it a little bit later here, Moses. They're going to try to converge inside the safe bomb site. They backstab Arya. They clear out A as well with only a Cillian inside the side. He's so close at the staircase. Gets the first kill, but quickly traded out at the bottom. And now it is going to be Davey, the last man standing. Pretty much cornered at all angles. I think he heard Dexter on top here. Nope. Dexter gets the kill. So I was going to say here, towards that catwalk side, I mean, Crucial had a nice spot. They threw an Insignia grenade to try to force the opponents out, but he only saw one cross back towards the left. APOC actually moved out towards Playmaker, towards that chair, caught that Opera off guard, and gave a chance for them to go for that backstab up onto Arya.
Yeah,
so, nice play.
And it just does seem that this defense from Splyce, as soon as one piece crumbles, the rest of it is very, very weak. They don't really have a great plan on how to kind of cover up once there's something exposed in this defense. So they've got to be very careful moving forward. Crucial. I mean, he made that jump look easy, and that usually yields a kill for someone to get up there that quickly. It is very tough, and sometimes you don't always expect it. But that one flashbang that just made him turn away for a half second does the job.
We do have a lurker for this round here with APOC at the underpass with help from Zeusy. Pop flash for them to move out and take that control. So mid control is very important now for Winterfox at this point. Converging most of their resources. 4 guys up on that mid. They boost inside the window at the same time. Arya's trying to peek out from the connector, but APOC's in a great position.
Yeah, and Arya's even seeing this flashbang come in. So on the other side of the smoke, he's just waiting to see if Zuzi's going to be bold enough to step in. It's going to be an opening kill from APOC. That's up towards window room, because he's been boosted up, and Arya's going to be able to trade that off. Buzza, meanwhile, does get one kill towards A ramp. And that's exactly where Winterfox wanted to go. The rest of, 2 players from Winterfox are going to meet up exactly where APOC just died, so it almost makes you wonder why he got so aggressive so early.
That's right. Again, they've converged 4 guys at mid at first. They had to walk back and try to support, but I guess they really wanted to count on some entries there from that A ramp. Zusi trying to move up towards this connector side. He is spotted by Arya. Gonna try to play the angle. They buzz out Buzza. They flash out Buzza, traded out by Crucial with the off towards the ticket booth. He's now fully blinded as Zusi's trying to move up. 28 seconds up on the clock. It's a 2 versus 2. Nice shot by Crucial there through that box. And now it's a 2v1. 12 HP remaining onto Crucial. They're both spamming each other through this box. And Dexter will win this fight.
Yeah, but very low HP and definitely not expecting that flank from Davey. So nicely done from Davey. Again, on that big flank. I mean, if he's not going to feel pressure, I mentioned it, he will push up that whole way and just staying quiet the entire time. Last place there, expecting to check there in that one-on-one. So another win for Splyce, but still, this is just such a back-and-forth affair. It seems like one of these teams should have grabbed control of this match by now, but neither of them can really fully do it. So, I mean, this benefits, though, Winterfox. I mean, if Winterfox and Splyce, they're going to keep trading rounds like this back and forth in the half, it's going to be being a pretty solid T-side, all things considered.
For sure. Now a one-point advantage once again for Splyce here. 5-4 on this first half. Winterfox changing things a little bit here. Setting up this time for smokes and flashes towards the A bomb site. Buzz is playing so close right now towards this A ramp, but he's fully blinded. Trying to spray blinded, but it's great. Oh, off new and APOC in the first 2 entries. Make that a 3rd one onto Crucial from Imagine at Palace.
Well, if I'm Winterfox, I'm just running an A execute every single round until they prove they can stop it, because it just seems to be the easiest thing in the world at the moment. Even when they just have pistols, it's very, very dangerous for Splyce, and they've even lost a round like that. So even against guns, they can't seem to handle it. And Davey, this could get a little scary. Winterfox has got to be careful, because Davey, I think, is going to go for the Ninja. That's the only reason to be sticking around at the moment. Now, they do have two players that are being very close by. That's Offnu and that's Zuzi. And there's no smoke on Davey's hand, so he can't really use that. He's already been spotted out. So an interesting idea. Desperation, obviously. It doesn't pan out.
I was wondering if at the same time, maybe if it was Crucial that died there towards that ticket booth, he might want it to try to save that op and fall it back, but he did try to go for that ninja play, and it didn't pay off.
I mean, here's the thing: Buzzard dies here, and then oh, I mean, that's a 6 shot on the Arya. You can't really help that, but Crucial's the last one left of the UMP, so it's just like there's no one really to salvage that defense.
Okay, so it was Arya playing towards ticket booth after all. So nothing there, and we're gonna see a force buy coming in from Splyce, scout onto Davey. And he's going to play that and anchor it solo with the scout at upper B. Well, the rest of them do have pistols. And stacking it up here, converging towards this mid side and also A site. Arya spotted one jumping across here towards mid. Maybe even a second one. Buzza gets a nice position to take down APOC, who was trying to lurk without any flashes to try to catch some people off guard. But it's going to be a one rifle in the advantage of Splyce inside this A site.
The follow-up, though, from actually Dexter takes a lot of damage as well. He's down to 38, so good advantages here for Splyce in this round, and this could be another damaging round for Winterfox, but it's going to be Imagine who retakes up that mantle on Palace. He's going to try and follow things up from APOC's side and see if he can clear it out. There are 3 players here still at this A bomb site for Splyce, a 4th joining over.
Wonder with Dexter, he's probably going to jump inside that window room to really try to converge inside A. They managed to get that first kill onto Buzza, so the Khalil is now down, and even inside that window room, Davey's going to win that fight. They are moving inside A, but Davey then falls towards jungle and also connector. Last one that goes Crucial, hiding towards Firebox, and he almost gets that second kill after that surprise attack. But Winterfox stops that in their tracks. And it's going to be 6-5 in favor of the Oceanic team.
Yeah, I mean, even in that situation, it looked like Splyce had all the advantages. It's so much manpower here. It's Cillian getting spotted out in closet. It's Arya not really being able to get any done. The scout not really getting into work. And even Crucial here, even if he gets this next kill, he's out of bullets. So there's really no chance of Splyce actually winning that at that point. But a nice job from Winterfox having to rotate back into lost map control and just take that just through sheer manpower.
Well, at that point, trying to make it expensive for Winterfox, and indeed they did, because they could only buy 2 MAC-10s right now. Thankfully for them, it is a full pistol save for Splyce. They only managed to pick up 1 kill so far, but no, well, they do have a gun on top of that. It's going to be a Cillian that's going to try to save it towards the Palace. But you still have Offnu that's going to try to prevent them from keeping this AK-47. Gets the dink.
Had to have been through a wall. It's an AK-47, so it was either the pistol or right through a wall. But either way, try and save this AK for the next round, or at least make it expensive if Winterfox is going to hunt it down. They do have 2 players here that seem like they're interested in taking this gun out of his hands. Offnu's got to be a little bit passive, though, with only 11 HP, and that Molotov just gets extinguished immediately.
Not bad use for the throws. But wondering if it's going to be too expensive one more time for Winterfox if they're trying to go for the hunt. So far, no, because APOC does get the kill with the MAC-10.
Yeah, that aim punch is a real thing. The pistol, though, handles it nicely. A quick dink and a turnaround, and there's another one. Although, once again, that aim punch finally comes in onto him. Offnu with 12 HP being very, very aggressive.
Things are looking pretty good for Winterfox so far. I mean, it's, what, 7-5 right now?
Yeah, I mean, finally, someone is able to grab a 2-round lead here. It feels like it's just been exchanging back and forth for most of this game.
And T-side nonetheless here for the map chosen by Winterfox in this second map. If you just tuned in, they have lost, speaking about Winterfox, on the first map against Splyce on Overpass. If it needs to go to a third map, it will be played on cash. Whoever loses this one is going home. While the rest moves on here as a nice aggressive peek by Crucial. A pop flat from a teammate first. Arya to support. He looks back towards the underpass. A second kill. Looking for the third. With success, Dexter, the last man standing, and says, man, where the hell did my team go?
Yeah, that was quick. That happens very early on in this round. Crucial, and he's going to be prepared. He even spots him out in 4 kills in the round as he switches over to the AK-47. It's a sick round from Crucial. So many kills at so many different angles. And very hectic as well. All the smokes, the flashbangs. I mean, he pretty much just toyed the smoke the whole round. There's the first kill, using it as cover again. And you can see, just depending on where he spins, he uses the smoke as cover to a different angle. So just a really, really nice round in terms of his movement, his positioning.
crazy enough from Winterfox, though, that they didn't really try to spam back inside that smoke to try to retaliate. I mean, they were really trying to look back and see if Crucial is going to get some more support towards that connector side. Never expected him to be able to swipe free, and he spams through the smoke, gets the first kill, and another second one, another third, another hat trick here for Crucial. That's crazy.
Why not just continue to take those fights? That's crazy. No one's able to trade him or punish him for that.
Yep.
You just don't see that many consecutive fights won from that same position. So imagine he's got to do some huge damage on this lurk. And unfortunately, he thinks that spot Arya's in is clear. He thinks triple is clear, but
really?
Buzza thinks Arya is spot. Oh, what? Imagine. That is sick. Now he's brought this into a situation where they can actually win it, a 2-on-3, and he hasn't even taken any damage whatsoever.
Oh my God. Retaliates back with a hat trick. Imagine all the headshots, as John Lennon would say. If he was singing this song, trying to go for this ace as he spots the last two here towards the CT spawn. At least does some damage onto Crucial and to Asilian. It's 2 versus 2. Big advantage right now for Dexter to go for this plant. And we have spread out now for Splyce. Going to try to go for that retake towards window and also towards CT spawn. Asilian's down to 2 HP being sprayed from that bomb site. Dexter's down to 8 on his own. And now it's a 1-minute advantage. Things have turned around with some great plays from Imagine towards this ace site. Crucial moving up here towards that ticket booth. Dexter's just on the other side. He's going to spray it across. Puts him down to 3 HP.
And he's just trying to bait out this peak, and he can't. And finally, he gets the kill. He's going to go for it. Oh, Imagine exposes it. There was an opportunity, but now he's going to be very careful, and I don't think there's a chance he wins this. He drops the smoke. He's going to go for the defuse at an off angle, but he gets off the bomb. He doesn't have time for this.
Yeah.
You just have to flat out risk it at that point. So a sick round from Crucial, a better round from Imagine.
Fake ace.
Yeah, I mean, he gets all 5 kills, but can't win it. So, I mean, who really cares in the end? It's all about those shots Imagine hits. That is disgusting.
That's how you turn things around. I mean, look at that triple spray from Crucial, but quickly retaliate. That was a sick one-tap from Imagine moving inside the site. I mean, you'll see it right here. I don't know, maybe it's a little bit of a miscommunication of how he got backstabbed there from Buzza.
It's entirely a miscommunication. Buzza thinks Arya's watching that. Which is crazy, because that is a mistake by Arya. Watching towards Connector when Crucial just gets 3 kills there. No reason for him not to be watching Palace, so that's where the defense gets exposed.
Well, we're going to try to go with the pistol in the last round, buying whatever we can. Scout in the hands of Crucial with a glass cannon here. We were able to pick up the first kill onto Imagine, so that's going to stop that killing spree from this third member of Winterfox. Boost going inside the window room. Trade attempted by Arya, but quickly denied by APOC, taking control of now window and jungle. But meanwhile, he has kept pretty much Asilian on his toes inside the A site. The rest of them converging back towards B, where Crucial is there on his own with that scout.
Seen what he can do with the op. We've seen what he can do with the M4.
Let's see with the scout.
Yeah, right. And this is one of those positions, obviously, the jumping that can be brutal. He gets 1 kill. Are they going to continue to challenge him? They have him smoked off, but this looks like it's more to deny information for them to fall away, as it is just Crucial and Buzza. So they know one's at the B bomb site. APOC has A wide open to himself. Now, obviously, they're being very diligent because Buzza is in Palace, and that's the one place that it could be to protect this A bomb site. So
that was so good. I mean, the game sense right now to smoke out towards that Palace side. I mean, you've already cleared out from the A ramp, and that's it. 9-6 in favor of Winterfox on this first half. A great play, at least, to turn things around. I mean, you had 2 huge triple kills from Crucial on 2 rounds in a row, and that morale has been totally shifted from Imagine clearing out the A side on his own.
That was unreal that he's able to do that, and you can't have that. I mean, once again at the A bomb site, what a weakness on this map for Splyce. Even just those standard executes with just pistols, we're just decimating all that defense. So some kind of teamwork is missing over there, obviously.
I mean, it's a great play, at least from Winterfox. We'll see if they could continue this on the CT side. I mean, Imagine has been a great player. We talked about some players needed to step up after seeing really Offnu doing things, great things on it to overpass as a first map.
Yeah, well, I mean, what we've normally seen online and just from the reputation these guys have over in the other region, in their home region of Australia, of the Oceanic one, that it's Zuzi who's kind of supposed to be this next star in the Australian or Oceanic region, and then Dexter's up there as well. But it's not those two guys. It is guys like Offnu. It is guys like, Imagine, who are making the big impactful plays. If they're not getting the volume, they're at least the ones that are getting the wins on the board for Winterfox.
Well, it's going to start things off quite well for Winterfox. Getting the first headshot is going to be Imagine at ticket booth onto Asilian, as they were trying to converge here on A to start from the overpass in that A ramp. But because of that, they're falling all the way back. I mean, you're selling this flick so well. You still have Crucial inside this B side. They have taken control. The bombs make it all the way back from T-Spawn over there. Buzz is trying to keep them on their toes, and he does so successfully. And now it's going to have to be the retake play for the CT side. Some flanks coming through here from the catwalk and 2 guys rotating inside the market, and it's going to be Crucial, still waiting there. Gets the first headshot onto Imagine, connects, or trying to connect with the second one. Zusi's only at 25 HP. Azofnu finally falls from Crucial.
There's so much confidence in Crucial right now. He's taking every single fight, even when it seems to be that he's at the disadvantage. He's not afraid to take it anyway. So 2 kills for him in the round, and he's going to clean it out. Another nice headshot. So 3 kills. That's big for Splyce to get them started on this T side. They have to mount a pretty big comeback, all things considered. That was a really nice first half from Winterfox, and this time Splyce is going to have to do it on the offense.
So the denim-wearing supermodel Henry G is totally right about Crucial.
Well, at least in this one game. But look at Imagine, 21 and 12. Yeah, Crucial's 25 and 10.
Yep.
That's sick. That's a pretty hard carry out of Crucial so far. But Imagine as well, equally putting in work for his team.
Crucial and Imagine both wearing burlap sacks and putting their teammates in it. With the amount of frags that they have, the other ones are at least 3, at least for Splyce, are sub 10 in terms of frags.
Yeah, I mean, these anti-ecos from both teams are getting a little bit sloppy. This is now just against pistols. We're not seeing these kills traded off, and APOC is still allowed to get a second kill. That's 2 for him. And now the rotation, everyone from Winterfox is coming back. This is going to be so much more difficult, but Splyce, they do come out on top. They have the superior firepower, so even with the disadvantage in terms of numbers, they're still able to win it. And now with that smoke, they can get the plant down safely.
And also no kit here for Winterfox. We do have Offnu trying to move out towards his jungle side. We'll meet up with Zusi to try to move up together from the connector. Meanwhile, played very safely for Crucial and Buzza holding back inside the site instead of pushing out for some advantage. It is because there's a smoke right in front of them waiting to dissipate. And Buzza's going to go for that lean first. He's down to 16 HP. Offnu and Zusi both moving together. Big flash coming through from both sides, actually. And now we try to go for that double repeat. It is going to be now Zusi coming across from the side, and Offnu closes in on the other side. As that was actually huge there. Wrong angles being spotted. I think both spotted at the same time from Splyce on that 2 versus 2.
This has got to be stressful. I'm not sure what exactly is going on, but these are fights that should have been won from Splyce. So I mean, they've got to be so confused. And what's very curious to me actually is, I mean, some of these are mental mistakes. I mean, Crucial here. These are fights with the AK-47. That one right there is one he definitely should have had, but. I mean, this is now where both teams, you have to imagine, are a little bit frustrated and stressed. Why not use a timeout if you're one of these guys? We didn't see it on either of the maps.
That's true.
Yes, it is.
Moses, tell them.
Preach it. All pistols now for the Splyce side, 7-10. And they're just going to group up. I mean, there are 2 flashbangs on Arya. He's just going to flash over the ramp, and they're just going to just waterfall out. They're going to have to come through the smoke, which I think they're going to be fine with. It's Imagine underneath, and it's Zusi at triple, and this is how you defend an A-bomb site.
Looks like Zusi does, and Imagine they don't listen to TLC because they are chasing after waterfalls.
Unreal. Jeez.
Shout
it's
out
too
to
late.
the,
It's too late for this, Vansili.
Shout out to the early 90s R&B music of TLC. But a great round there on the defense from the CT side. 11-7. I said it yesterday, I'll say it again. Time to open a convenience store. Winterfox in the lead now. By 4 rounds.
From TLC to 7-11, this is getting ridiculous. Let's bring it back. Bring it back to the game.
Rewind, and now it's going to be Crucial getting the first kill onto APOC, but coming out of it with 14 HP. Full gun rounds right now for both teams.
That is a sick shot from Crucial. Really nice as well, because he gets basically pegged with a Molotov and he's under fire. So for him to be able to just control himself to get that one kill, that's very nice. And he stays alive, which is even better. So, I mean, they're going to spread out the defense. Unfortunately, Winterfox, I mean, they have at least a good read on this. They keep 3 players over towards the A site. Only 1 player at B. They're putting a lot of faith in him. That's Offnu.
Cillian looking to take control here of this upper B. Maybe even play the flank role if possible, if Splyce decide to go towards this A side. But they're still playing it slow, taking control of mid right now, with maybe trying to go for a boost inside the window. You have 2 of them on top of that catwalk, but Offnu is playing towards get right. So they are trying to prevent at least this push towards B, because they also over-rotated 2 guys from mid to B.
I wonder if they know this is coming, the fact that everyone's left. It seemed like they had the idea of that it was going to be a fake, and if Imagine wins that, maybe it turns out differently.
That's a huge play for Buzza, getting that entry on to Imagine. Buzza looking out as well for a second kill. He pushed all the way towards CT spawn and caught one on a rotation. This is definitely going to be the call for Winterfox to try to save their weapons. It's not going down without a fight. Offdu getting the first one onto Davey. It's a 4-on-2. Of course, this bomb will go off. It's going to be 8-11. with Dexter and Offnu here, just really playing close on Cat and try to keep these.
Yeah, so a good round from Splyce. They're going to get back on the board. And, I mean, they're hunting this down. I don't think they're going to lose too much. Actually, they do lose one more. Now they might want to just slow down. Because, actually, there's 2 players here from Winterfox at this corner, at this catwalk, to make sure these guns survive. And they've given over an AK, so an upgrade from the FAMAS to the AK. It's pretty big. But Splyce is going to be happy to get away with that round win. They still have to burn through some cash on the CT side, though. This is going to be a little bit tough. If they can get them, I mean, this is still so close that if there's one reset of the economy, if Winterfox runs out of money just once, this scoreline is going to even up. And actually, they're on the verge of it. 3 players just around, at or below $500. So here's the opportunity now for Splyce to get back into this game.
Dexter is going to be the one playing towards that window. Big flashes towards the A side. A few of them are blinded there, but really no execution coming in from Splyce. I wonder if they threw that from the mid side over, just to try to see if it was going to be a fake towards A. So you do see a few of them just holding up here towards A. The rest of Splyce holding this mid site. Really not much defense going on. They're really playing very passively for Winterfox, given that control for mid for Splyce.
I mean, it also comes down to the fact that we talked about there's not really any opera on this Winterfox side to any massive degree. So I mean, that makes this mid control much more challenging. We saw even Splyce when they only really did it when they had the op, and actually Dexter, that's risky. He gets away with it, but he's playing with fire here.
Both of them came out undamaged.
Oh, and Offnu's all alone now. He's isolated at this site. He's got a big job to do. I don't know if he's going to be available for it. Crucial coming around the smoke. He does fall. There's a second one, big hold by Offnu, but Buzza responds with 2 of his own. No APOC is here on Catwalk, and Splyce more than likely isn't going to be expecting that. It's much quicker than they thought it was going to be. Arya's going to flank the flanker. So, I mean, this is just getting hectic.
And another one coming in from a flank or a rotation from the market. It's going to be Dexter onto Buzza. 2 versus 1. The bomb is down. 34 seconds left on the clock. Arya will have to try to clutch a 2 versus 1. Imagine and Dexter, 2 key players right now for Winterfox, working together from the market. Spots Arya now just on the right side of the default bomb plant. And Arya is going to take this time.
Ooh, he has time to do this. It's going to be close. He'll have about 6 seconds left by the time he gets the bomb down. And actually, Imagine and Dexter, they have no idea this is happening at the moment. They're just saying, we don't want to peek whatsoever. So what a sneaky play from Arya. They're going to be so confused. Although actually, I mean, they jump right through the window just as the bomb goes down, so they know immediately it's been at the A site. Arya, he just wants to even things out, but Imagine's ready for it. What a punish. I mean, what an idea from Arya to even get that plant down and go for the pick, but it doesn't work out in his favor.
12-8. Do you think at this point, though, in that 2 versus 1, that Arya should have went out to go for that chase and catch him on a rotation, or should have he played a hiding spot more?
I don't
he had
mind
the chance to plan for a ramp or Palace or something.
Yeah, I mean, I probably would have played it differently myself. But I mean, I don't mind the idea because you never know. Maybe someone's out with the knife out. It seemed like the player, not Imagine, the other player, Dexter, wasn't entirely prepared for it. It's just unfortunately Arya seemed to swing a little wide and put himself in Imagine's path as well. But it happens. If he's able to thin that out, then that's pretty much a 1 round, bringing it into a 1-on-1 at that point.
Despite the bomb plan here, you'll have Splyce go with a pistol buy. No armor right now for Resilient Buzz and Arya. Flash for them to come out. This time jumping outside the window. No more references here. Offnu playing to get right. He's going to be able to spend the first one, but not more than that. At least another mission successful as they get a bomb plan. APOC trying to spam through the smoke at upper B. And the retake for the remaining players are coming from the market.
Arya with another chance of a big round here. He sprays 1 down. He gets the second one as well. That's massive. Down into a 1-on-2. Another opportunity for him to be the hero. And there's the bomb tap. And he can't really stop this from this position. So he's got to get over to the side, but unfortunately he makes the footstep. APOC knows exactly where it is. 2 kills. He makes it expensive at least. So again, Winterfox has widened the gap between the 2 teams. And now they've built up a little bit of money as well, even though despite that round being expensive. But Splyce, they're starting to run out of opportunities to kind of make this comeback happen. And there's the op, finally on the side of Crucial.
Speaking of opportunities.
You're unreal tonight.
Isn't that every time we got together, though?
Good point.
Crucial does get the opening kill onto Dexter inside that window room. So it has been seized here by Splyce. 1-minute advantage to start things off. And now Winterfox really don't know where to go from here. I mean, they're going back and forth, trying to converge back towards this mid side. But that leaves really a weakness towards or B or A. They're going to have to anchor this solo.
Well, unfortunately, Imagine's put himself in a position where he can't just give up the site. If they pressure him, he can't just fall back and wait for his teammates to come over. This is like a do or die spot. He better get at least 2 and even things up for this spot to be worth it. But it could actually happen now that Zuzi's here because he's got some support, so he's got a player that can at least distract for him, that can throw some bullets out the way of Splyce so they're not actually looking at that position. But Arya's the one being aggressive. He's going to get up until it's Tetris, and Zuzi wins that battle. That's huge. Now this turns into a bit of a crossfire, a little bit of a bait and switch, and Winterfox is somehow holding on here. All the advantages were the way it's Splyce for so long. Imagine's got to hold on a little bit longer. He's got a Cillian very, very low. The question is, when does Crucial pounce again with this AWP?
It's going to be very soon, moving up towards this connector. Big flash, Imagine's fully blinded, but they never took advantage of that. Crucial is looking back towards the wind room, and now Imagine stays alive for a second kill here. A spray down from a Cillian from that smoke, spotted him from that little corner that was still available. 30 seconds left on the clock. It is now picture-in-picture. You see a Cillian on the top left and Offnu on the bottom right. On the CT side, Offnu is pounced or posted towards the ticket booth, while the Cillian is moved up towards this A ramp. 18 seconds left on the clock. We're going to have to start to act quick here for a Cillian to at least try to get a bomb plant. But he gets sprayed through the box. Offnu wins that one on a 1 versus 1. It is 14-8. Winterfox looking good to bring this to a third map of cash.
Yeah, and it's looking very, very likely as well. I mean, if you can hold that off, it just seemed the timing was so perfectly in their favor. There was a good 10 seconds where that hit could have come in for Splyce, and it probably would have won them the round. And then just in time, Zuzi makes that rotation over. They kind of shore up the defense. And look at the game that Imagine is having now, 26 and 16, and I believe the other, I couldn't see who was at the very bottom of the scoreboard, was 20 and 17. So they've got a couple of players doing very, very well on the Winterfox side. Dexter is going to get pressure here. That smoke's a little bit late, though. And the Cillian does get dinked and traded off immediately afterwards, but this is high pressure, high octane from Splyce, and it's working out. Crucial gets 2 kills, Davey gets 1, and it's very fast down to just Offnu.
Pistols in this matchup are just incredible here from both sides of Winterfox and Splyce. Offnu now trying to narrow it down to a 2 versus 1 after taking down Crucial towards the jungle. But if he does get this kill onto Davey, he might still go for it.
There's no way. There's no way they let him win this 1-on-3. That would just be a great example of the kind of match that Splyce has had, where so many times they've had a big advantage. And Arya, he's not ready for the timing, and Offnu wins it. That's actually incredible. What a 1-on-3 to bring them on to map point here.
Yo, man, they're so loud after winning that clutch.
It is extremely quiet in here for teams that could be shouting at each other and whatever it might be. Mental games, it's nothing. Especially because this is a Splyce team that, well, I mean, there's new players in it, to be fair. But Arya and Davey were on that team of Splyce that was, like, known for being loud at events.
You know who was really loud for Splyce?
Garrett.
Yes, that too as a coach. But as a player, Abe.
Abe, yeah.
The sheep scream.
Yeah, that's...
I miss that.
I don't.
I miss you, Abe. You babe.
All AK-47s for the Splyce side, which is crazy. I mean, this is the thing, when Crucial brings out that AWP, that's huge. I mean, that got him an opening pick. That was a massive tool that they could have used, and they lost that round, and they haven't been able to get it back since. So, I mean, this is basically the last-ditch effort, and it's looking like it's going to be some kind of a fake. Arya and Davey over towards the A-bomb site might be the first ones to make a hit and see if they can pull a rotation away from the B-bomb site. They have to have success. They have to get at least 1 kill to force anyone away.
Offnu is going to run that clock down by lobbing that smoke deep down towards that kitchen, spamming through the wooden pans as well, trying to see if he could tag anybody there. But so far, it has stayed pretty calm for the T side of Splyce. They are going to try to utilize Davey and Arya and try to sell a fake, but they really only have a molly to work with right now. Unless they threw a smoke early in this round, they're executing inside A. Can they get this entry? Zuzi says no with the MP9, and then at the default bomb box, they say no as well. And Offnu is still holding so strong here towards the B bomb site. Buzza now on a 4 versus 1 after finally these sprays going through towards B. Gets a bomb plant. But Buzza, if you pull this off, no you won't. Winterfox wins this one 16-8 on this second map. And ladies and gentlemen, we will see a third map, which is going to be cash between these two teams.
Yeah,